William Cannady, an award-winning architect and professor emeritus in the Rice School of Architecture, has inspired generations of new builders, designers, and thinkers. For nearly 6 decades, Will has been devoted to advancing the university's architecture curriculum and expanding students' understanding of real-world practices. He also held joint teaching assignments in the schools of engineering and business and was a founding member of Rice Design Alliance. Emphasizing collaboration across disciplines, he brought architecture and business students together for a one-of-a-kind course, a sociological experiment of cats and dogs, as he describes, to expand their practical knowledge of commercial real estate and development. One nominator wrote, "I will say that I've rarely worked with a faculty member who so strives to improve his courses, who takes such an interest in his students, and who has so much energy." In 2019, Will sealed his already tremendous legacy when he made a generous lead gift to the construction of William T. Cannady Hall to advance the Rice School of Architecture and, as he put it, to belong to something larger than myself. It is our distinct privilege to honor William Cannady with the Meritorious Service Award.
My architectural education at 4 universities in Texas, California, Massachusetts, and England left me convinced that I wanted to emulate the careers of my distinguished teachers, some of the very best one could find in the world. That I would start teaching at Rice was not on my radar. When I moved to Houston in 1963, I interviewed at Rice and was told that there were no openings on the Rice School of Architecture faculty. A year later, the head of the school called and asked me, "Are you still interested?" I said, "Yes." He asked, "Can you start teaching next Monday?" I said, "Yes, of course." This was 57 years ago, and now I'm retired, but retirement looks different. I'm still on the faculty teaching in 2 schools, the Rice School of Architecture and the Jones School of Business. A few weeks from now, I will begin planning the course syllabus and schedule for the fall term. My teaching has always been accompanied by service to the Rice as a design architect on numerous campus buildings, on committees, especially the faculty council, the athletic committee, and the committee on transportation and parking. I have lunched at the faculty club since I started at Rice. Even with the virus containment policy on campus, we now have a small group of old professors who continue this today, and we're very likely to keep this tradition going for a very long time. One funny story, when I finished a major addition to the Cohen House, Russ Pittman, who was assistant to Dr. Hackerman, was our client's representative. My partner, Andy Todd, and I pointed out that to Russ that the original architect of the Cohen House had a plaque, a stone plaque with his image carved on it in the main interior space. We asked why Rice couldn't do the same for us. He agreed, and a sculptor was retained to do a sculpture of Andy and myself. When completed, Russ and Dr. Hackman selected a brick wall surrounding the trash cans, clearly visible on the sidewalk from Sewell Hall, a penalty for us going over the budget. Several decades later, Russ had us moved inside the Cohen House on an appropriate brick wall. My time at Rice has been rich and brought me meaningful relationships, both personal and professional, spanning almost 6 decades. I'm grateful for this great legacy, and I'm honored to get this award. I want to thank all of you who supported my nomination. Thank you.